Hi, I'm John Fitzgerald. Welcome to this week's edition of Team Talk. I want to really go on from what I spoke about last week. And last week I spoke about who moved my friggin' cheese. In other words, I've got to reinvent myself. Now, what's the most important thing to do if you're going to reinvent yourself? Start with a team. That is, you need a team of people around you. No matter who you look at that is successful, from a golfer, a surgeon, a lawyer, or anyone, they've got a team of people around them. And you have a team of people around you. It might be your family. Remember I told you about the 66-year-old grandmother? Her team was her kids, so to speak, and they helped her reboot, re-engineer, relearn. Now, you've got to look at all of those opportunities, how we can learn from our team around us. And I often say our 3 to 5 closest buddies, so to speak, and work with each other on goals. Have meetings about what you need to do, how to reinvent yourself. Who knows who your contacts, connections, that 6 degree of separation, when you start sitting down with 3 or 4 people, becomes not 6 or 5 or 4, becomes 1 or 2 degrees of separation, particularly in Australia. You need a team of people around you. And fundamental to any team is going to be your self-esteem, but also trusting the people that you're with. And to be trusting, you need to be a little bit vulnerable. You need to open yourself up and say, hey guys, I need to reinvent myself here. Because what I'm doing isn't working. I could lose my job, my industry, I'm worried about this. All of that, yeah, put it on the table. And you might find they have a common story and you can all work together. And there are great opportunities when you put 2 and 2 together, it actually equals 5. And I always think that's a great concept worth sharing. Put a team of people around you. Do not try and do anything on your own. And I say lesson number 1 and rule number 1 for wealth building is trying to do anything on your own. I never did anything on my own. I don't do anything on my own. I had mentors. I had teams of people around me forever, since I was 17. I still have mentors, I still have teams of people around me, particularly focusing on how we can continually reinvent ourselves, this changing dynamic. So the takeaway tip, who is your A team? Do you trust one another? Now, what is trust? Trust is reliability and vulnerability. That is, are you reliable? Are they reliable? Do you know each other's vulnerabilities? Do you share those things? And they're a good little starter for things. And that's why family can be good or not good on your particular team, but everyone becomes better when you start becoming more vulnerable, when you start trusting. Because when you start trusting, you take things to another level where, as I said, that 2 plus 2 equals 5. And then start to use that A team to brainstorm and mind map what you want to achieve. And then what you can achieve together. And you know, I've got some amazing stories. I remember 4 guys came to my seminar years and years ago. And they were mates, but they'd never done anything together. And they decided, after coming to one of my weekend workshops, that they were going to put together a group to raise money for charity. They set up the MAD Foundation. MAD as in make a difference. Now, they've had balls every year. That is a major gala ball in Melbourne right before Melbourne Cup Day. And guess what? They've raised hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for charity. All because 4 mates got together and decided to talk about a common cause. And now that's led to business and various other things. They're doing very, very well. Start with your A team. Start to reinvent yourself using your A team. Thanks for listening to me.